Hey everybody, it's Seth, and today I'm going to do a mock draft on Pro Football Network's Mock Draft Simulator. Link is always in the description. I'm doing the first 10 picks, so let's get right into it. With the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars take Trevor Lawrence, quarterback from Clemson. Trevor has been the top NFL prospect for a few years. He has prototypical size at 6'6", 220, a solid athlete. He has a big arm, is accurate, and has played very competitively in big games. No doubt the number one pick, and a great place for Jacksonville to start the major overhaul. With the second pick, the New York Jets take Justin Fields, quarterback from Ohio State. I have no idea what the Jets are going to do with Sam Darnold, but Justin is an amazing prospect. Justin is an accurate passer with a lot of tools that NFL teams can use. He's played very well in big games, but was inconsistent against some of his Big Ten rivals like Indiana and Northwestern. He has to learn to work from the pocket more and not force things downfield, but has the makings of a great NFL player and reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson. With the third pick, the Miami Dolphins take Devonta Smith, wide receiver out of Alabama. Devonta was the best player in college football last year and continues the tradition of great Alabama receiver prospects like Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Amari Cooper. He has the speed, route running, hands, and after-the-catch ability to thrive in the NFL. The only knock on him is that he's a bit thin. That's nitpicking. Would be a great for Tua to reunite with him. With the fourth pick, the Atlanta Falcons take Kwity Paye, an edge rusher from Michigan. Atlanta has had horrible pass rush for the past couple of years, and Paye has the highest ceiling of any defensive player in the draft. At 6'4", 270, has the ideal frame and explosiveness to be a top pass rusher. He's got a non-stop motor, although his stats don't reflect it because he only played in 4 games in 2020. With the fifth pick, the Cincinnati Bengals take Penei Sewell, offensive tackle for Oregon. Penei didn't play in 2020 to prepare for the draft, but his 2 years at Oregon before that showed that he could be a franchise tackle. In 2019, he won the Outland Trophy for Best Lineman in the country and was Pac-10 Co-Offensive Player of the Year, which is nuts for a tackle. Easily the safest pick in the draft and would be a great pick for any team. With the sixth pick, the Philadelphia Eagles take Ja'Marr Chase, wide receiver from LSU. Chase opted out of the 2020 season and was dominant in 2019. With Joe Burrow throwing the ball, he was the top weapon on a team that also had Justin Jefferson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He got 84 catches for 1,780 yards and 20 touchdowns. An all-around prospect. The only question is how well he has prepared away from competitive football. With the seventh pick, the Detroit Lions take Jalen Waddell, wide receiver from Alabama. A speedy receiver, Waddell has game-breaking ability. He did get hurt midway through last year, but showed in those games that he played that he was a dangerous target. He could work on his routes, one of those players who could give defensive coordinators fits. He's also a gadget play weapon. Waddell can expand an offense with his skill set. With the eighth pick, the Carolina Panthers take Zach Wilson, quarterback from BYU. Zach had one good year, but his numbers were unbelievable. 33 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions, 73.5% completion percentage, and 10 rushing touchdowns. Can make any throw that is asked of him, and has solid physical traits. Has the ability to buy time in the pocket with his movement, and is probably the best pocket passer in this year's draft. With the ninth pick, the Denver Broncos take Caleb Farley, cornerback from Virginia Tech. Caleb sat out the 2020 season, and it was a good decision considering his injury history. He has prototypical size and speed that any team could want in a corner. He was the best corner in 2019, with 12 pass breakups and 4 interceptions. We know more about him when he works out for teams, but he has too much ability to ignore. And with the 10th pick, the Dallas Cowboys take Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle for Northwestern. Rashawn is a bit undersized at 6'3" and 310, but played like a top 10 pick last year. Excellent athlete, very quick and agile. Some project him at guard or center, but would be a great addition to any offensive line. Who do you guys like in the top 10? Leave a comment and also like, subscribe, and share. You have a great day.